Good morning, everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. One more day. Good morning, Maddie. Beza. I hope we take profit today, for sure. I hope so. We're gonna see. How's the week been for everyone? Good morning, Gibby. Good morning, Jason. Good morning, Len. Good morning, Ed. My week is fucked. Why? Break even. Yeah, I think I'm also close to break even, to be honest. I didn't have a great session AM yesterday, so gave back a bit of the profit. VC, good morning. Peter, good morning. Let's see if we can fix that today. Nate, welcome, welcome. Okay, let's see what you have on queue. I just checked briefly the chart. I'm $20 in the green. Hey, green is green. What can I say? Yeah, I checked that chart a little bit. And we feel like it's still bullish chart, to be honest. We're gonna do the usual thing, going over the daily and going down to the 5 or 15 minute and checking the daily chart. It is true that we had like a downside move yesterday. Like we've had a couple, we're gonna see on the 4 hour, but we had like a couple 4 hour candles to the downside. So uh short opportunities were present. But checking the daily chart, everything keeps looking really bullish. I'm not gonna lie. Today we tapped into this daily fair value gap, and it looks like we tapped right. Yeah, we tapped to the tick, and it looks like NQ wants to keep going higher off of this fair value gap. Besides this, we took previous day low with the fair value gap. Do you see that 15-minute bullish break here? Yeah, I saw that one. We're gonna see now. This 29 to 100. Yeah, I hope. So yeah, we tapped into the fair value gap on the daily. So I guess next target would be the external high, internal, external. Besides this, nothing. Signs of bullishness so far yet, like still. So nothing else that I can take from the chart from the daily. On the 4 hour, we had like the session. Yesterday's session was a bit bearish, like the AM session. But here we are. We tapped into the daily chart. Besides this, nothing else. Good morning, Chris. Besides this, we don't have any 4 hour fair value gap. We don't have anything else. We just swept this like AM session low and started moving higher at the open. So I guess it's just the usual thing with London. We're playing like this range here. But yeah, from the 4 hour, also nothing. Andreas, good morning. Also nothing really, really interesting besides the fact that we might continue going higher. On the hourly, in comparison, we had this hourly fair value gap that we tapped and we continued going higher. But we don't have like close to what we are right now, where price is right now. There's no fair value gap, nothing close to it. This is the AM low sweep, previous AM low, moving higher. On the 15-minute, we have this, I guess that's the breaker that you mentioned on the 15, like this big breaker here. Based off the previous AM session low. Of course, I'm not going to use this as a breaker. It's just too big. But it also supports the idea that we might want to continue going higher. On the 15 and closer to where we are right now, we have like a couple fair value gaps that we tapped into, like we completely went through them and we continued going higher. Like it really looks bullish as hell. Like, but the only thing that I don't like is that on some of the sessions that we traded during London, we had clear high time frames point of interest, like 15-minute gaps, hourly gaps, you know. We had areas that they were, I'm not gonna say obvious, but they could be obvious for a bounce or a tap and then frame a trade. Um, Today and yesterday, we've had this type of charts where right at the open we start grinding higher without like leaving imbalances behind for me to use as a high time frame POIs. So it's been harder to trade the sessions where we don't have like anything to frame higher time frame context for a trade, you know. Uh, so we're gonna have to see what the open gives us. But I can somewhat expect something like yesterday where the open just drives us higher. Um, and it's gonna be hard. Good morning from the beach. Morning. See, like it's just a staircase to the upside. And then on the 1 minute, pretty much the same thing. Like we just see a staircase here. And if I wanted to look for a short, that I don't think I want to do it. Uh, we don't have anything also here to frame short. Like the only thing that we could use for framing shorts would be to get a swing and then believing on the swing playing out, you know, but we don't have also any POIs. We just completely smoked this hourly fair value gap here that we just closed above. Another sign to go higher, you know. Brazil, hey, Juno, it looks simple when you trade or analyze it, but not when I do it. How do I overcome this? Uh, I guess you need to find a way to read the market where you think you're gonna have like a higher chance of success when it comes to reading it. For me, like just focusing on the higher time frame, then going to the lower time frame, and then just looking for fair value gaps and swing highs, swing lows has been the way for me. Um, so yeah, I guess you really need to find a way and commit to the same way always. I see people like trying to read the market in various different ways every time, um, and not committing to just one way of reading the market. Uh, and that prevents you from building conviction in the way you analyze the chart. So just it's the same way as you trade a model. Like you really need to focus on one model. You really need to focus on a way to frame the context, a higher time frame context for you. I guess basically what this past is upload. Yeah, yeah. Like it looks like we're gonna have like a bullish London session, I guess. The only way I'd short would be price right to the external high, then make a 1 minute setup. Yeah, pretty much the same thing that happened yesterday that we were aiming for the external high higher, like previously high, and then we dropped, you know. NFP news target 29,400 for me. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. For now, the session open to the downside. Um, we could sweep all of these lows here and then go higher. I know we don't have any high time frame POI aligned with anything here, as we mentioned before. Like the structure is just complete staircase, so we don't have any imbalances over here. Um, so yeah, if we could find some sort of like liquidity areas based on highs and lows here, I think if we can sweep these lows, and do something like this, and then we continue like going higher, maybe I can take a shot here. Yesterday we did something similar where we just opened to the downside. We just completely swept just one low, or like even like not any significant liquidity, and we start moving higher. I'm gonna keep an eye on it on this. Crude oil looks like going lower. What a great push. Remember the short that I tried to take here from the 15-minute gap. It just wanted to run a little bit higher, completely fill the gap, and then we move lower. And then during New York session, it did the opposite as expected. Compared to NQ, we went higher, and maybe we resume lower. To be honest, the structure now on crude oil keeps looking like we want to go lower. And what about gold? Gold was ripping higher the past few days. We had a pullback low, like a pullback here. That's the long that we framed yesterday. But yeah, I think gold can keep going higher here. Let's focus on NQ. Any trade on New York? I did try a long, right it open in New York, and I completely got fucked. Then it went lower to then go higher. I guess my bad there was to just try and long New York and Q just because it was showing more strength. But YM and ES were extremely weak compared to NQ, so I guess that the correlation, that crack in the correlation was so good. Yeah, it was hard. It was hard. Yeah, it was hard. So I guess that crack in the correlation that was so strong, I should have like kept myself out of the market. Exactly, no continuous trade at all. Sorry, guys. Let's see. Yes, we have a huge SMT on the slows here right now. This is an SMT. Yes, did take the lows that I was looking for on NQ, this relative equal lows here, and now we're moving higher. I'm expecting a bar stop today and then finding a decent short next week. Yeah. Let me check the news. Works Factory. Calendar. Friday, Friday, Friday. Uh, we have huge news today, so maybe depending on the news, we can see a short move for next week. Oh, nothing, crude oil. 15-minute gap here on crude oil. But nothing for me to take here. Gold, 4 hour. Hmm. I just think it's happening the same thing it was happening yesterday AM, and Q way stronger, yes, way weaker. Um, NES dragging down NQ so far. Wow, what a slow start. Like we had this drop here right at 3 a.m. and we completely stopped moving. Do you think so? Do you really think NQ is gonna move towards the 2 a.m. though? It could be, but I think we can, let's see, I think yes can get there faster than NQ and create an SMT maybe. Truth is, we also have a devil's mark on that hourly chart here, right at the hourly open here. We have the devil's mark right there. So I guess we can move towards the devil's mark right now. Yes, doesn't have that devil's mark. Doo-doo. I might need to stay up for New York. With the news and everything, I don't know how good the New York session is going to be today, to be honest. Some tea here. Oh, check. Gold, crude oil. Oh. It's so sad that we don't have like any fair value gap or anything for me to use. So it doesn't look like it's being slow and choppy. Yeah. We swipe this previous 15-minute low here. We are back to the boring London session, guys. I'm sorry to say, to give you the bad news. Are you guys going giveaways? Isn't there a 15-minute bearish fair value gap on Q? 15-minute bearish. I mean, we are inside one, that's true. Like an extremely huge one. But the thing with this type of fair value gaps is like, where do you like start looking for price to react from it? Like, is it at the first tap, like here, like right at the top of the 15? Is it going to be in the middle point, like the consequent encroachment of the fair value gap? Is it going to be when you completely feel it? Like with this type of huge fair value gaps, it's for me, it's really hard to time where price is like really okay to react from that fair value gap and start moving lower, you know? Yeah, it could be like a good assumption that it is reacting to the C of the fair value gap. Yeah, could be. But I don't have like a set rule for it, so it's really hard for me to take action when this happens. Jason, when it comes to giveaways, I don't think we're doing um on live stream, like maybe just on special occasions. I think they're doing more giveaways on the PFC X page and Discord, so I encourage everyone to join the Discord server and just follow PFC on socials because I know they're doing more giveaways on those channels. But I'm sure it's like sometime like I guess they're gonna do like a giveaway anytime soon. Wow, we've been like in this solid how long? Close to 15 minutes. Where can I find the Discord link? Good question. If you go to the website, like someone like the production team, I think just send a message on chat. If you go to propfirm.compare, you're gonna see a section um for the Discord server. You're gonna be able to join through there. Also, getting an account on propfirm.compare. I'm sorry for the shill, but if you get an account and there's like a reward system where from time to time you're gonna get tasks to do. If you do them, you're gonna get wow, what a reaction from the David Smart. You're gonna get points, and eventually we're working on things to do with the points basically, like exchange them for accounts, exchange them for like giveaway participations. It's something really easy to do, and that you can get the points, let them sit there, and eventually one day you're going to be able to get the use of them. Well, I don't know what happened here, that why this 1 minute candle here. We tap the devil's mark and we move lower. Crazy thing to happen, to be honest. Crude oil, gold, Q. This looks had another sweep. Now we swept this low, so we don't have SMT anymore. Just mark this out. I don't know. I'm just tired of the news thing. Like, if I want to take something today, it's going to be really hard, I think, to actually believe in the idea that I framed, to be honest. Let me check the stab map. Where are we in the stab map? And also, let me check BWAP. So I guess we are, yeah, the range in the stab map is huge. We're above minus manipulation here. Um, or in the VWAP is also like really low. The daily VWAP is really low. check for the weekly and the monthly just to check. I think they're going to be lower also. Not even close. Yeah, monthly is way lower. Gold. Fair value gaps is there. The crude oil below the VWAP. We tap now into this fair value gap on the hourly here on crude oil. Fair value gap. 1 hour, 5 minute, 1 minute. But the chart's not looking the best. Really hard to frame anything here. Can maybe use this, but again, I don't know. Really hard to believe any trade idea here without higher time frame POIs. And also a drawn liquidity here, I don't know where would it be if I wanted to take this, you know. Yes, seems to be pushing it a bit higher also within Q. Good morning, Picasso. No way you're using BWAP to guess. It's really good, right? Because I've been checking it on and off for a while, and sometimes it's really nice the confidence it gives. Like we find support or resistance right at the VWAP, at the daily VWAP. Um, should I just take this long and hope we go higher? So I really want to see NQ going higher, you know. I'm gonna go with one. The risk is extremely small in this trade, guys. It's just like 185 risk here. So it's really, really small risk. If this continues going higher, I'm gonna move break even here. It's a risky trade. He has also closed above here. So maybe this thing can play out. like deviations of it from my backboard. Because well, we'll need to talk about this because I don't know. You're gonna have to show me these back tests here. Again, this trade is really risky. We don't have any POIs. It's just based off this liquidity sweep. That's why I'm down half risk. I'm going half risk on this because this thing can go to the stop loss really quick. So I don't encourage anyone to take this with full risk if you want to take it. Because we also don't have any fair value gap on the move up. Like this trade is probably, if I had to give it a rating, this trade could be probably not even like a minus P. Like this would be a C trade. We just have this liquidity sweep of these lows that made sense for me, and that's it. We don't have anything else. That's a C. Yeah, we agree. I agree with you, Andres. Bet the farm all or nothing? No. Risk accordingly, please. And don't take my trades if you don't like actually see the vision on it. What is crude oil? Crude pushing here. It's gonna happen the same thing has been going on for the past days. Looks like I'm gonna get stopped out on this. I'm all in. No, no, no. Because you're gonna be all out really quick. Would you still rate it that low after the CSD? What do you mean, ETL? Would you still rate it after the CSD? Lol, joking. I know you guys are joking. Crude oil took this high right now. Mm, 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 mm. I wish, but I don't see like clear direction, to be honest. And there it goes. Goes to nothing, to nowhere, basically. Let me show you the execution here to just have it on the chart. Really small loss. That was again 185 loss on this trade. So let's see where Q goes. Gold dying completely and crude oil ripping higher. Crude oil tapped into this 1 hour gap. Oil to Asia high? Bro, I don't know. Could be. Mm, yeah. Oil wants to boost. Okay. What a mess of a chart. Oof. Really hard to look at this chart. We're just ranging. Not having breakfast for all day. I'm thinking about having breakfast for dinner. Um, I would go with like waffles with like some eggs and toast and bacon. Like, you know, something sweet but also salty. That's good, right? This is why you have to play your stopless in the right place, true. Yeah, but I don't like to play the stopless at the swing low. That's the thing. Like I prefer to just get my trade out, to be honest, than having like a trade this like this. Like I have to look for a 2R here. Look, I'm looking at a massive move, and I prefer to just not take this. What about the short on gold here? Yes, Q. It really looks like a barcode, to be honest. NFP today, yeah, that might be also the reason. And there it goes. With this trade that I took the loss on, I'm break even on the week. Do you like to trade news? Not really. I used to trade news with like for funded accounts, like trying to pass evaluations with it. Uh, but I don't do it anymore. Because let's be honest, the news lately, they're not the same as they used to be. We've really had great movements with news, like really huge moves, really directional. Right now, we don't really have this type of news releases where price just moves one direction really strong right after the news drop, you know? Exactly. Back in the days, the news was something else. And it was like, being honest, it was something else. And I'm sure it's going to be the same in the future again. But it's true that this past months, the news have been like completely useless. Like there's the war narrative going on that's I think stronger than any other news that we have. Exactly. Yeah. True. We used to pass 20 epic counts with the news so easy. Oh man, I really hope Apex leaves the evals ban so I can start trading again with Apex and I can get 20 accounts. Oh, cannot wait for this. Am I only banned on Apex? Yeah. Yeah. I was banned on Apex, then I was moved to live on my Panda Futures. After uh after losing the live account, I got like banned for a period of time, and then I got a message like an email telling me that I could like resume my sim funded operations. So I got unbanned from my fund futures. But the one that I still remain banned is Apex. Do you think all New York will come back or the market change? No, I think we're gonna come back. Um, I don't know how many of you were around 23, 24, but New York was insanely easy to trade back then. Like just give me 3 months of that same price action, like that same way of the market moving, and I'm making a really big bank because it was really easy to trade. It was really directional. We would manipulate at open, and it was really easy to spot the manipulation at open. And then it was like complete one direction uh, for the whole session. It was crazy. And Q not going anywhere still. Gold going higher here. We tapped into what is it? What is it? It is minus manipulation. Exactly. Like that was the best period of time for 930. I never experienced that. Oh, you would have loved it. It was really fucking nice. Sadly, I was still like starting like especially 2023. I was starting to trade indices, sadly. So I didn't have the same conviction that I would have right now in the market, like in with my model. Um, but yeah, I would kill it right now with the same transaction. Hopefully Apex open gold again. Yeah, but gold is not moving anymore. Same way it did like a few months back, where it was going like 10% up, 5% up. We still have some days where it rips higher so hard. But why is it close still? Like I don't get it. Like the price movements on gold and silver are still um like they're decent enough right now. Like they're not that huge. They're stable. What do you think if we scan this barcode? What do you think it would show up? Like which product do you think it would show up? Best answer wins. I don't know what, but wins. It is insane. Mhm. At least we can expect NFP news to rip. Let's see, bro. Let's see. In the 15-minute candle, we don't have a swing anywhere. Like this high didn't take the previous, this low didn't close above the previous low. This candle is just basically an inside bar candle on the previous 15. Worst environment ever right now. Is anyone finding something interesting or their model, like the way they trade in this? This is crazy. Hourly OB. And potential sits lower from the week, but it's so you can touch it without the 1 hour CSD. I know. chop zone for real. The hourly IB is bullish. And that's the best thing you can do. Like, because I have to stream, obviously, but I wouldn't be sitting here checking the chart right now with the price action that we have. Maybe for him gives us something or moves a little bit. Yeah. What session performs better on average with your model? I guess like I've been trading in New York for the most part of my last years. So I have to say New York. The truth is we've had like great setups happen. I think the only difference that usually New York has more movement and volume, so it's more probable that we end up having something. If it's not at 9:30, it's going to be at 10, if not at 11:30, like the market usually moves stronger, like it has bigger moves during New York. So it's easy to be able to find different things compared to London because you're seeing that when London doesn't move, it's just completely uh, impossible to get a frame a trade. And if you frame it like I did, and you're probably framing a low probability setup. That's the truth. So I guess I have to go with New York. I really prefer New York over London, but you can trade London if you are really patient and you're like really, um, yeah, basically patient and you just wait for the right thing to happen. And you're okay with not taking a trade during London. Late to the party, did I miss trade? Yeah, I tried too long. Um, Asia been moving better than London, I know. After I tried to use this breaker after this move here that took the liquidity. Um, but yeah, it's just ranging, just going back and forth, up, down, up, down. I'm going to start cooking dinner while listening to you guys. So if something set up, yell please. Okay. I'm gonna call your name, Andres, if something shows up. Oil, sweep repeats 15. I think crude oil can go higher from here. Previous 4 hour right there. We swept, not previous hourly, we didn't sweep previous hourly, but we had this sweep here. 15 minute, we swept the previous 15 minute, 1 minute. Maybe if we get a closure above here, I can try and long crude oil. The only thing that I don't like is we don't have any fair value gap. And like we didn't tap into any fair value gap except for the previous hourly at 2 that we tapped into this one. Again, really small risk, no closure. And Q now seems to be moving. No, it's not going anywhere. No closure here on CL. Now NQ seems to be pushing higher, or at least trying. Mhm. No, no, you don't want to go past this. Whew. What's wrong? There's no asset that wants to go higher. We had already another liquidity sweep here. Mm. Can you get this closure here? I'm gonna try. That would be my only second chance for today's session. Tap into this. Wow. Back up. Let's see if I can get a reaction, or I just get the second stop loss right away. Crude oil. Mm, 6 minutes for the 15-minute to close here. 5, 3, 1. Go. See if I can get a reaction out of this fair value gap here. Again, this is going to be my second trade. If it goes to stop loss, I'm done for the session. Wow, and Q keeps ranging so hard. Like we're stuck inside this range. So the fair value gap looks like it won't hold. If 3 is fucked, 4 a.m. with cleanup, let's see, I don't know. Like it really looks so bad. Like for the session, the overall session looks really bad. That I'm not even sure 4 a.m. is gonna fix this. I guess if we don't hold this fair value gap, we're going to stop loss here. That's the only line of defense here for this trade. Holding this 1 minute fair value gap. Who is streaming this AM? Let me check it for you. I think it is Alex and Leo. Yeah, Alex and Leo are the ones streaming today. Good luck to them. Oh, going lower off the VWAP. Yes seems to be pushing way higher than in Q. Like now, yes seems to be the one stronger. What would be my break-even level here? Good question. I don't know because like we don't have any clear like high or low along this move. Maybe we can use this because it's gonna be a closure also above this high. So maybe like if we get a push higher, get a closure around this area, and then move break even around this. And no, it doesn't want to go past the entry. Now we're gonna get a closure below the fair value gap and probably send price to the stop loss again. Because NQ's really going higher. We have 4M really close right now. I don't think it is going to be good for the trade. Mm. Uh, I'm not like I'm just gonna trade today. My intentions are just to trade London session. That so far it's been a really bad session, but I'm not gonna be trading New York, that's for sure. Friday news, I'm just gonna skip. Okay, 4M. Okay, seems that 4M is driving or trying to drive indices higher. This trade is still ranging inside my drawdown area. You come on, do something. What's my win rate? It depends. It fluctuates, but it goes from on the lower range of the thing. It's around 48 on a bad moment, and then on average it's like 54, and on the higher range it would be 57, 58, close to that. Yeah. But with the 2-hour trades that I take, it's sustainable long term. So right now, probably I'm in the 48, 49%, close to 50, I would say, overall, with 2-hour trades. Yeah, last week was a good week. This week, kind of meh. Like, had a couple good trades, had a few bad trades. So it's going to stop loss for now. We've bounced from the entry like how many times? Close to 3 times already. Struggling to go past the entry that many times is not a good sign. Whatever. Back to NQ. I mean, NQ is not showing anything also. Like, it's trying to get that high. I think I'm gonna get stalled out on this for no, so not. If eventually this close like above the entry again, I think it goes higher for sure. Like if we manage to get a closure again above the entry, I think it really wants to go higher. Okay, and you tap the high. Yes, crude oil. IB for the win. Now it's pushing higher. It did take time for it to break the. Okay, I'm gonna focus on crude oil because I'm about to get stop loss. And you want to see this happening. Mm. Oh boy, for how long do I have to be in this trade? Okay, looks like I really want to see a closure, you know? Like I don't want this to be just another sweep higher to keep ranging inside here. I'm not getting happy until this is a close above my entry. And Q seems to be taking the high and now moving lower, maybe. Okay, we got the closure above the entry, but the next minute open happened right below the close of the previous one. Wow, this trade is nuts. it's really struggling to just go higher. It seems like it wants to go higher, but I just found the URG withholding trades. Like, what else I can do here? Just cut this trade and forget. I don't know. I just prefer to get my stop loss here. Like my entry is the ultimate resistance on it on CL here. I just created the ultimate resistance with one contract on CL. The game here is for how long we can stay into drawdown in this trade and keep popping, yeah. And I think that's not helping my crude oil long. Okay, back into drawdown again. Wow, we just needed 4 a.m. to drive price higher. And Q keeps going. What the fuck? CL's gonna drive me crazy today. Crude oil driving me crazy. I know. He didn't move forward like an hour, and all of a sudden it just pops. If this trade goes to take profit, it's gonna be insane. Let me tell you. What is gold doing? Nothing. And it's gonna keep ripping higher into previous day high. I hate like reading the market to the right direction and not being able to execute good enough, you know? I guess back to the drawdown with CL. Yay. Mm, 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 mm. Looks like we might go lower here and not hold anymore. Let's see. NQ melting out of I don't know where. You got taken out for a bit in NQ. I know, I know. I was just using my usual tight stop loss, thinking that we might go higher. I don't know what's going on with crude oil here, to be honest. Why are we ranging that hard here? I kind of mind taking the stop loss here. But it's just so tiring to see price go up and down with no direction. Also, am I the only one that hates how slow the text marker here moves compared to the chart? It's like we're not moving, and the text chart, like, and this thing is moving. Like, I just hate it. Oh, it froze. Okay, trading view completely bugged out. Okay. How long I've been into this? 23 minutes of complete drawdown. Okay, looks like I'm gonna be taken out here. Do it. Do it. And out. Finally. Second loss here. I'm not gonna take anything else. The market is not it. Probably prior to the news today, so safe to say that uh I'm not gonna be taking anything else here. Wow, this trade was wild. I really thought here at this point at 411 we would go higher, given the fact that we closed above the entry again, but I guess not. And then Q finally grow higher. Oh, nothing. No 15 gap here either. Nothing here. Nothing here. Q. I think it's screwed out. Did close the 15. Oh no, it didn't. I was just reading our quarterly numbers, and despite the strong sales forecast, they expect revenue to decline because of global supply chain issues. Yeah, it's weird. Break-even trade? No, 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 no. I took two losses today, really small losses, that's the truth. I tried to long this after sweeping this lows. Tried to long this breaker here. after taking this, that was like 180 loss, like it was just 1 minute. And then fucking crude oil. Like it's crazy, Choppy, I know. And then I tried to long this. Uh, and I was 23 minutes into drawdown. And when it finally seemed like we're going higher, it just completely melted. So two losses. This loss was 280 plus the 200, close to 500 lost in the session. And that's gonna be probably me for the day, honestly, because I don't want to trade New York today. Um, and therefore it's gonna be also the week for me. GG, man. You show me your bullish gray color and which border we to use? Yeah, for sure. The bullish gray is this one, DA, DA, DA. And the borders for the bullish one is just black, I guess, with 55% opacity. Also, guys, by the way, we are just 100 subscribers away from the 3,000 mark. If you're not subscribed, please, that would be crazy nice. If you could do it, same for the people watching over on X. If you could just come over 1 minute, like 30 seconds into YouTube, hit the subscribe button. Also, if you have more time, like if you have one more spare second, if you like the stream, it's gonna be amazing. And Q going higher again. Crude oil completely melted. Insane. What was the reason you guys go live on YouTube instead of Discord? Um, to be honest, I don't have the exact reasons, but like we thought just making it free because like the amount of people that was inside the lab decreased obviously, and we were also like tired of being like when someone pays for this type of services, you really owe them something. Um, and it feels like more like I don't know, like a duty, like a job. And this doing it free is just what it is. Like no one can complain about what we're doing, you know? Like we're doing it for free. Obviously we want to hear feedback from you guys, but ultimately we don't feel the pressure of people paying for it, you know? So yeah, not interested in watching this session anymore, to be honest, guys. Um, I think we can just move on. Nothing is going to present for me here. And if it does, I'm not even going to take it because I just run out of uh, trades that I can take for me. Taking the loss with me today. Ending, I think I need to check it, but I think ending the week slightly on the red. Because I think I'm 2 trades up. Maybe I'm still break even. I was 2 trades up, 3 trades down. So that's 4R versus 3R. Maybe I'm just 1R up on the week. But yeah, we're gonna do the same thing as usual. If anyone has any question, want me to go or anything, just let me know. Today we have AM stream like every day with Alex and Leo. So feel free to join, see what's going on there. Yeah. Anyone has any questions? And if not, thank you, Lynn. If not, I think we're gonna close already. Thank you, Andres. And not the best session for sure. It was really hard to play. Like it was really hard to try anything here. But yeah, so I would say uh keeping the risk parameters on point, it's key. Like I didn't over risk or like yeah, I didn't over risk here. So I'm okay with taking these 2 losses. I know we can um have another great week, like fully green week, eventually. So controlling the losses is part of the game, and that's also what I'm trying to show here. So yeah, see you on Monday again. Yeah, the analysis was on point, but it's just useless if you cannot. Like the truth is, if you can read the market and where the market's gonna go, but if you cannot find a way to execute and um take money out of the market based on your analysis, is just completely useless, basically. But yeah, I guess we were right, but wrong at the same time. So yeah, see you on Monday again. I'm probably gonna be streaming the whole week, so let's see if we can have another great week. And yeah, thank you so much, guys. See you on Monday. Have a great weekend. Bye.